Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Morning Maths Revision, day 29. Let's go. Let's get started. Year 3 and 4 questions. Year 5 and 6, you can do the questions as well. You can go through them with me as well. So you've got units, tens, hundreds. Units, tens, hundreds. Because you've got to find out what the value of that 9 is. Stick in, underline the number that you need to find out. Look over there. So it's going to be 9 hundreds. I'll never be able to write neatly with this thing. 465 plus 67. Okay, 465. You need to make sure that you write it very, very carefully. If you put 67 here, it's going to be all over the show. So you need to make sure it's in the right column. 465. And then 67 is going to be here. The units under the unit, the tens under the 10, and the hundreds are under the hundreds. And then I can add, and I should be absolutely fine. 5 plus 7 is 12. Okay, 10 goes into the next place value. 6 plus 6 is 12 again. Plus 1, however, is 13. And then you got 4 plus 1, which equals 5. So you got 532 as your answer. Move on to 932 takeaway 78. So it's the same. Takeaway is minus. So with minus, you definitely have to have the larger number on top. You can't have a small number take away a larger number because you wouldn't have anything. And then 78, make sure again. So you got to make sure that 70 is under the 10 and the 8 is under the 2. Okay. Right, let's get going. 2 minus 8. I've got 2 sweets and someone comes to me and say, I want to take 8 sweets from you. You can't do that. You can't have 2 sweets and take 8 sweets away. That's just bizarre. So you need to borrow from another place value. So we're going to go up here and we're going to say, Mr. 10, can I please have one? He says yes. Now I've only got 2 tens left, and that becomes 12. 12 minus 8 is 4. And you got now 2 minus 7. 2 minus 7, you can't do 2 minus 7. You can't have 2 things, and someone takes 7 away from you. So you go to the 100, say, can I have 100, please? You say, yeah, of course. They're very friendly. And that becomes 12 again. 12 minus 7. Okay, 12 minus 7. Take your time if you want to work that one out. It's 5, if you got that. And then you got 8 minus nothing is 8. So you got 8, 5, 4 as your answer. Then move on to 40 times 4. Now you can make this as hard as you want. You can make this as easy as you want. Partitioning is something whereby you can split the numbers up to make it easier for us. Okay, Mr. Saul calls this multiples in disguise. So 40, I don't know if you can remember, but it's made up in the 4 times table, isn't it? It's 4 times what? What is it 4 times? It's 4 times 10, isn't it? It's 10 fours. 10, 20, 30, 40. You do 10 times table, you should be absolutely fine with that. So if 40 times 4, and I split into 4 times 10, it'd just be 4 times 10 times 4, right? So 4 times 4, let's do that one first. Let's do 4 times 4 first. 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16. Do you agree? What haven't we done yet? What haven't we calculated yet? We haven't multiplied it by 10. So let's multiply 16 times 10. If we multiply 16 by 10, everything moves up 1 place value. So we have 16 over here. Okay, the 6 becomes a 10, and the 10 becomes 100. My answer is 160. So that's multiplication in disguise. 18 divided by 3. Let's put 3 bags. Okay, unfortunately, I'm going to put these wolves in bags. I don't want that to happen, but we're going to do it. And I've got 80. I'm going to assume I've got 18 wolves over here. Hopefully, I've got 18 wolves. I'll just make copies if I don't. And we're going to put 1 wolf in each bag. Sorry, wolf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got to make sure they're all spread evenly. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Good. I don't need that one because there was only 18 wolves. So let's have a see how much is in each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So can you see that in each one there is 6 wolves? So that means that 18 divided by 3 equals 6. Now I've got to get rid of these. Come out. Bye-bye, off you go. But there's a will, there's a way, eh? There you go. And then I'll move that one by himself. This is the hardest part of my day, doing that. Right, so we got 3,000 plus what equals 3,568. Okay, perfect. All we then need to do is split this number up here. Okay, we know that we've got a 3,000. So let's write our hats and caps down. Always write your hats and caps down. Units, tens, hundreds, thousands. Write out this number over here. That's the number you want to write out. 3, 5, 6, 8. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to split these now up completely. 8, 60, 500, 3,000. What have they given you already? They've already got 3,000 there. So let's get rid of that one. So the 3 numbers that are missing are these 3 numbers over here. 8, 60, and 500. So if you wrote 3,000 plus 500 plus 60 plus 8, you've got the right answer. Well done. Calculation over here. Put the larger number on top. With addition, it doesn't really matter. The big thing, as I always say, it's the place value. Where you put in the place value, lining up the place values is very, very important. That 4 cannot be there. It has to be lined up perfectly well. 7 plus 6 is 13. 9 plus, well, let's do 8. 9 plus 8 is 17. Plus 1 is 18. 8 plus 4 is 12. Plus 1 is 13. And 2 plus 1 is 3. So we've got 3, 3, 8, 3. Good stuff so far. Good stuff so far. 6 less than 4,000. 6 less than 4,000. This is something that possibly we can do in our head. The column method is difficult because what you then have to do, which I don't really like, is then you have to start doing all this borrowing. 10, 9, 10, 9, 10. And then you get your answer, obviously, of 4, 9, 9, 3. I'm not the biggest fan of that. I actually don't really like it. I think I'd prefer it possibly if you've got 4,000 and you say, well, I've got to, on this number line, I've got to take 6 away. You say, well, what's an easy one to subtract? Well, an easy one to subtract is 5. So you got 3, 9, 9, 5. And then how much more do you have to do? One more, minus 1, because that's 6, yeah, altogether. 3, 9, 9, 4. You know, or you could do, count back in your head, maybe. Come back in your head, go 3999, 3998, 3997, 3996, 3995, 3994. It's an interesting. There's a variety of ways you can do that one, but it sometimes maybe the easiest method, the quickest method is probably the best. Simple multiplication. This is use your methods to do it. You can use the grid method or you can use this column method. I'm going to do both. Okay, so I'm going to put 4 in there, 3,000 in there, 500 in there, 60 in there, and 2 in there. And then what I'm going to do is sort of put calculations in each one. I'll just do this one over here. 4 times 3 is 12. How many zeros? 3. 1, 2, 3. 4 times 5 is 20. How many zeros? 2. 4 times 6 is 24. 6, 12, 18, 24. Yeah, 24. How many zeros are there? 1. And 4 times 2 is 8. I really like this way because it's nice and simple. Add these two together, you get 14,000. Add another 240. So it's 1, 4, 2, 4, 0. And then you've got to add the 8. 1, 4, 2, 4, 8. So you just multiply them each individually and then you add them all together. 1, 4, 2, 4, 8. Let's see if we get that over here. 2 times 4 is 8. 6 times 4 is 24. 4, 20 goes to the next place value. 5 times 4 is 20. 22. Not 32, 22. 4 times 3 is 12. 14. 1, 4, 2, 4, 8. So we did it both ways and we got them both right. And then finally, we've got division. All right, this is another interesting one where if you're looking at it doing mental methods, have a look at the patterns there. Because remember, the 3 has got to go into these numbers. The 3 can actually go into each of these numbers individually. Can you see it? 3 can go into that 3, 3 can go into that 9, 3 can go into that 3. So this is going to be a really simple one. So you should be able to see that this is 1, 3, 1. Now the reason why I've just written it straight away is because you're going 3 into 3, 1, 3 into 9, 3, 3 into 3, 1. Nice and simple one there. Okay, 5 and 6, year 4s. If you want to keep going, I'd keep going. Why not? Hey, why not? Okay. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. How many 10s are there in 800? Oh, this is an interesting one. Year 5s. This is an interesting one. I've written about the questions down again. How many 10s are there in 800? You could be that person and just write the 10 times there until you get to 100. Or you can understand that how many 10s fit into 800. There's going to be less, right? Do you agree? So the answer is going to be less because how many 10s can fit into 800. It's not going to be subtraction because that would be 790. It's going to be divide. So literally 800 divided by 10. 80. Okay. Why have I done that? I've spoken about this in class. The reason why you cancel out zeros then on the end of each number, why you can, is because I can do this. Watch. 80 times 10 divided by 10. 10 divided by 10 is 1. So what's 1? So that's why I do that. Number 12. Oh, I bet you this one will catch people out because the place values are so all over the show that it'll literally catch people out. Ask yourself how many decimal places are there? There are 3. So put 3 in. Put your hats and caps up. What's going to stop you? A couple of extra seconds to make sure you got the right answer. How many whole numbers are there? There are 3. Units, tens, hundreds. The fact that I've got that is going to be absolutely perfect. Let me put my biggest number in first. 3, 4, 5. Let me put the other in. 2 units, 0.638. Fill in year 5's place holders. I'll put the decimal point there. In the rest of the values. Because they don't change the value of the number. And now it's like simple as pi. Well, pi is not simple. 3.14. Put the numbers in. It's literally just put the number in the space. And you get 347.638. This is the kind of question that people get wrong. And it's frustrating because it's so easy to get this question right if you're just a little bit more careful. Okay. 9.99 less than 10. I'm not even going to write anything. Let's try and do this in our heads. Okay? Let's do a number line in our heads. Let's go 9.99. How much is it to get to 10? Think about it. How much is it to get to 10? Yeah? How much would I need to add to get to 10? I need to add 1 to that 100th. I need to add 0.01. So 9.99 less than 10 going backwards is going to be 0.01. 100th. Long multiplication. Wonderful. 458 times 23. You're multiplying by 3. I like writing this down. And you're multiplying by 20 because I like talking about that 0 there. Let's multiply by 3 first. Let's multiply 458 by 3 first. 8, 16, 24. 5, 10, 15, 17. 4, 8, 12 plus 1 is 13. Okay, so 458 times 3, I'm sure you're all able to do that by yourself, is 1374. I hope it's 1374. We don't want to multiply 458 by 20. We want to multiply 458 by 2. How do we do that? Multiply by 10 first. If I put the 0 there, all the other numbers are going to go into one higher place value. And that's what you do when you multiply by 10. You're just putting the numbers in one higher place value. Now all I need to do is multiply by 10. What I recommend you do is get rid of these. So you can start again. 2 times 8 is 16. 2 times 5 is 10 plus 1 is 11. 2 times 4 is 8 plus 1 is 9. And there you go. 916. Add the numbers together. 4, 13, 5, 10. 10534. Let me just check. Yeah, that's right. That's the important bit. When you're multiplying by 20. You don't want to multiply by 20. You want to multiply by 2. So multiply by 10 straight away. Multiply by 10 straight away because 20 is 2 times 10. So you want to multiply by this 10 first. How do you multiply by 10? You add the 0 so that all the other numbers move up one place value. Talking fast today. Okay, 4075 divided by 25. 25 is a timetables that we can do in year 5, no problem. Put it into your bus stop. Okay, 25 is clearly not going to go into the first digit because it's only one digit. So we're going to go 25 into 40. 25, 50. It's too much. It can only actually go in once. Now this is the difficulty. If you're not 100% sure with what's the leftover amount, why not do this? 40 minus 25. 15. My leftover amount is 15. That's quite a large amount. So let's go 157 now. 25, 50, 75, 100. Okay, so that's 4. 125, 150. So 7. 7, 7. Yeah? 25 times 7 is 150. 25, 50, 75, 100. 125, 150. How much is left over? It's just 2, isn't it? Because it's 157. No, it's 7, sorry. Because it's 150. It's 7 left over. 25, 50, 75. 3 times. And there's your answer. 173. Year 6s. There'll be new year 6s coming into this. So I'm going to explain this again. What I explained in question 11. For question 16. How many hundreds into that? How many hundreds is 4,000? Is the number getting bigger? No. Right? It's getting smaller. Are we going to be subtracting by 400 by what 4,000 by 100? No. So we're going to divide. It's how many is going to fit into 1,000. How many hundreds is 4,000? So it's going to be 4,000 divided by 100. Remember that this is the same as saying 40 times 100 divided by 100. What's 100 divided by 100? It's 1. So 40 times 1. 40 times 1 is 40. Why do I say that to you? Is to show you that the rule works, that if you have zeros on either side of the number and you're dividing, you can just cancel them out. 10 divided by 10 is 1. 10 divided by 10 is 1. The answer is 40 divided by 1, 40. A simple addition calculation over here. Again, you could do this. I can see the answer straight away. If you can't see the answer straight away, don't be afraid to do this. That's fine. They all have the same amount of decimal places, so it shouldn't catch any of you out. 007. That's going to be moved up. That's going to be moved up. That's going to be moved up. So the answer is going to be 1. Don't say 1.000. Say it's 1. The answer is 1. I could see the answer straight away because I could see that 7 plus 3 was 10, which means that it was going to move all these digits up one place value to the highest place value that is available, which is that unit. Separate 20 from 360. Separate 20 from 360. Separate is an interesting one. I might be wrong. I think it's subtract. Yeah, okay, so separate, you think separate is subtract?
Well, it's taking it away,
yeah, that's what I
isn't
thought.
it?
Okay. Alright.
That's my reasoning.
Yeah.
I could go to Mr. Google.
I thought it might have been like divide or something. I don't know, because it was like separate 20 by 360.
What was the question?
It says separate 20 from 360. Separate 20
Yeah.
from 360.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Well, let's just subtract.
Yeah.
See you later.
Bye.
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 Separate 20 from 360.
Separate 20
From 360.
340.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But I just didn't know if Mr. Saw was making it too easy or not. Maybe I'm just overthinking it because it's a year 6 question.
Maybe it's because of the language, like separate.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes you think like, what does he mean? It's a different word. Maybe it's just the language.
Yeah.
Bye.
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 So there you go. It seems to be subtraction question. So we can move on 340. Just didn't know if I was underthinking it or something like that. But anyway, we can move on from that. And then we've got two more really big ones coming up here. We've got 3892 times 45. 3892 multiplied by 45. Okay, so we're multiplying we're going to multiply this line by 5. We're going to multiply this line by 40. I always say multiply by 10 first. Boom, done. And now I just need to multiply by 5, the other column by 4. The reason why I'm multiplying by 10 first is that all the other multiples of 4 are going to go up 1 place value. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 9 is 45 plus 1 is 46. 40 goes there. 5 times 8 is 40. 40 plus 4 is 44. 5 times 3 is 15 plus 4 is 19. So 3892 times 5 is 19460. Now I'm going to do the same. Get rid of these because they're not usable anymore. 4 times 8 is 2. You see, so that 1 would have been confusing. 4 times 9 is 36. That becomes 30 now. 4 times 8 is 32 plus 3 is 35. And 4 times 3 is 12 plus 3 is 15. Now all I need to do is add them together. That's 0. 6 plus 8 is 14. 4 plus 6 is 10 plus 1 is 11. 10 plus 5 is 15. 1 plus 1 is 2 plus 5 is 7. And then 1. 175140. Let's check. 175140. Nice long one, but very attainable, I'm sure, for you in year 6. This one looks hard. This one looks like a toughie. I hope I get this one right. Let's see how we get on. I'm going to show you how I'm going to approach this straight off the bat. I think I'm going to do, because I don't really know my 32 times table. I know, not very good. I'm going to write the question out first. Oh, Mr. Saw, you've made a really hard one here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the multiples of 32 over here. Ooh. I like the pink, but it's too dark. 32, 64, 96, 128, 160. So that is multiples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to go 192. Okay, starting to get hard now. 224. 256. 288. And I believe... Oh, this is hard. I believe that's 320. No, it can't be 320. Because it'd be 290 plus 30. No, 320. Let me just 100% check over here. 32, 64, 96. 96, 128. Yeah, that's right. And then, yeah, so I think that's all good. I think we're okay with that. Hopefully we'll check with the answer later on. So we got 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. Okay, I've got 10 multiples. I think that should be absolutely fine. I think we'll get, hopefully we won't get 11 and 12. I'll be worried. So, can't go into there. 32 can't go into there. It's going to have to go all the way into 195. Now, what's really helped me here, and write this all in blue, is that I've already found out straight away that it's a 6th multiple. without having to really go in and actually have an absolute nightmare of a time trying to figure it all out. 192, 32 times 6 is 192, so I put my sixth multiple in there. The leftover amount's pretty easy to calculate because it's 192 to 195, which is 3. So that becomes 38. That one I don't even need to check. That's the first multiple. 32 to 38 is 6. Oh, Mr. Blom, this looks perfect. 612. Because 32 goes to 62 twice, absolutely perfectly. It should be that, surely. Oh, I'm really happy about that. When you're doing long division, write out the multiples of it. You're obviously not going to know them off by heart, so you just need to add each time. This will take you the longest time to do, but once you've actually done the calculation, you'll be spot on. Let's go into the answers. Mark your work, or if you've done it with me, well done. I hope you've gone through it with me first, though. That's the most important bit. Press pause now and mark, because I'm going to go off the video in a second. Thank you, and well done, everyone.